Hey everybody, this is Ray Ogilvy from Hartsville, South Carolina. Now check this out. At first glance you might think it's a picture of the moon. But this is actually a picture of the planet Venus. A lot of people don't realize it, but since Venus is closer to the Sun than we are, it will sometimes be located between us and the Sun. And during those times it will go through phases, just like the moon. Right now it's at its half phase. Now here's a picture of Mars. The soil on Mars contains a lot of iron, which turns the planet red. In this picture you can see that red color. Also, I think you might be able to see a hint of the polar ice cap at the top of the image. I snapped these pictures with my wife's cell phone and a small telescope. And this is the telescope here. You may remember this telescope from one of my last videos. You may also remember that I've equipped it with a camera holder to make it easier to take pictures. Just slip the camera in its holder. Make sure the camera's lens is over the telescope's eyepiece. Tighten it up, and you're all set. Here's a picture of Jupiter and some of its moons. Jupiter is always a good subject, but I think a lot of people are drawn to Saturn with its majestic rings. This is Saturn here. For a small telescope like the one I'm using, this is not a bad picture. But it took a few tries to get this picture. Here's one of the first pictures I took. In this picture I've got the camera's sensitivity, generally referred to as the ISO, set too high. I had it set at 800. Also, the exposure time is too long. I had that set at 1/10 of a second. It brightened the picture, but it also obscured much of the detail. Instead of looking like a ringed planet, Saturn looks more like a football. So I went into the advanced settings on my camera and did some experimenting. And I finally got this picture. In this picture the ISO is 400 and the exposure time is 1/60th of a second. And you can see the rings much better. I've enjoyed watching and photographing the planets these last few nights. If you've got a small telescope and a cell phone, you may want to try this out yourself. Thanks for watching.